Good morning. You made it to Friday. These are your BYU-Idaho Radio morning headlines for Friday, March 14th, 2025. Thanks for listening. I'm Brandon Isle. The reconstruction of part of Highland High School begins on Monday. The Pocatello-Chubbuck School District announced there will also be a groundbreaking ceremony on Wednesday at noon. The reconstruction is happening 2 years after a fire destroyed about 75,000 square feet of the high school in April of 2023. The fire damaged the gym, cafeteria, weight room, band and orchestra room, and the choir room. The reconstruction will replace those facilities as well as add, remodel, and modernize science classrooms, replace and increase the size of the gym, and build an auditorium. The first phase of the reconstruction will build the gym, kitchen, cafeteria, commons area, and new classrooms. The second phase will build the Performing Arts Center, music and drama classrooms, and an outdoor courtyard. Money for the project is coming from insurance and $43 million from a bill the Idaho legislature passed last year to fund facilities construction. Construction on the high school is expected to be finished in the fall of 2027. Teton Music is closing its Ammon store after 26 years of service. Michelle Willis, the co-founder of Teton Music, said in a news release, "We are incredibly proud of what our family and company have done to bring more of the arts to this community. When others said no, we always strive to say yes, supporting families, schools, and organizations with genuine care." Teton Music established a location in South Jordan, Utah, and in 2022 opened its store in Ammon, where the owners were born. The decision to close the Ammon location stems from rising lease costs at Teton Spectrum, coupled with increasing product costs and material expenses. The store will have a closing sale and celebration at 3025 South 25th before March 31st. Governor Brad Little has signed a bill that will increase the grocery tax credit for Idahoans. House Bill 231 raises the credit from $120 to $155 per person. It also removes an increased rate for senior citizens. Both a large majority of the House and Senate passed the bill, and the governor signed it Thursday morning. In a news release, he said, "After 4 years of disastrous economic policies under the Biden administration, the cost of just about everything, including food, is up, making it harder for Idaho families to save money or prioritize other household needs. I love the signal we send to Idaho families every year when we deliver even more tax relief while taking care of the needs of a growing state. As we continue to deliver historic tax relief, we must ensure our budget balances as the Idaho Constitution requires." State Senator Doug Ricks of Rexburg sponsored the bill in the Senate. He says the $155 is more than the typical Idahoan will spend on taxes for food. So why not take the grocery tax away like most states in the nation?
By doing it this way, we're able to keep the sales tax on food from outside visitors and vacationers here in the state. So we pick up at least $50 million estimated, could be more, from out-of-state folks that we're able to keep and use.
This law will take effect for next year's taxes. Café Zupas is coming to Ammon. According to Local News 8, the restaurant will be part of a new retail development called Foothills Square, just south of Bass Pro Shops on 25th East. This will be the first Zupas restaurant in eastern Idaho. Zupas serves soups, salads, sandwiches, and protein bowls. Promontory Point and Les Schwab Tires will also be coming to Ammon. BYU outlasted Iowa State 96-92 in the Big 12 tournament yesterday. The Cougars started off the game hot, hitting their first 5 shots from 3, but they cooled off after that. BYU led by as many as 10 in the first half. Iowa State turned it on after that, ending the half with a 4-point lead. It was a back-and-forth second half. The Cyclones' largest leading margin was 9, but BYU clawed their way back. Ultimately, BYU was able to pull out the win, setting a Big 12 record with 18 made threes, shooting 50% from long range. BYU turned it over 10 times and corralled 31 rebounds. The Cougars will next play the number 1 seed Houston Cougars today at 5 p.m. on ESPN or ESPN2. These have been your BYU-Idaho Radio morning headlines for Friday, March 14th, 2025. Thanks for tuning in. More news, interviews, and great content are available on our podcast feed. Just search for BYU-Idaho Radio on your favorite podcast apps. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and more. You can also ask your smart speakers to play KBYI 94.3 FM. Have a great day. This is BYU Idaho Radio, and I'm Brandon Isle.